Good morning! So, as you might be able to see, I am still in bed. To be fair, it's only 8:30, so that's alright. Billy's joined us there. This morning, I woke up and I went straight downstairs, poured myself a coffee, and I thought, actually, I'm going to go back to bed. Not to sleep, but just to chill. Just to chill in bed, because I haven't done that for, like, forever. So, yeah. So I made myself a coffee. And I think I might be going a little bit mad because I then thought, actually, I'm going to have breakfast in bed as well. So I've made myself breakfast in bed there. It is literally just 0% fat Greek yogurt topped with strawberries and blueberries and 2 teaspoons of honey, which is 2 sins, by the way. The yogurt's 3, the fruit's speed food, and the honey is 1 sin per teaspoon. And I thought I'll just do some editing in bed whilst I've got my breakfast. I've only gone and made myself not 1 but 2 coffees. So this is the one that I made first thing this morning, which is still warm, so it's not even that long ago, and this is the one I've just brought up with my breakfast. So today is going to be supercharged. So yeah, that is pretty much my morning. I think I'm just going to be editing. I am currently editing last Sunday's video, so obviously you would have already seen it. But yeah, so I am just going to chill here and do some editing, have my breakfast, and that is pretty much going to be my morning. It is just one of them days, and that's all right. I think it's all right to have a day off, even though it's not really a day off. It's more like, you know, just a day in bed for me. But I'm still working. Anyway, I'm gonna catch up with you later. Hopefully I'll be out of bed by then, but we shall see. With all this coffee, God knows where I'll be. So, you know, let's look forward to that. What is going on there? Just tuck you behind there. Right. Oh my god. Good afternoon. It is now lunchtime. I am going to be making a chicken fried rice. So I will just quickly show you what ingredients I use for that and how I make it. So for this meal I have got a chicken breast here. This is quite a large one, which has just been defrosting. So I'll be using one of them, and that is sin free. I'm going to be using 70 grams of brown rice. I do weigh my things like rice and pasta just for portion control. So I'm going to be using 70 grams of that, which is sin free. I'm going to be using a vegetable medley. This is just the frozen one from Aldi, which is mostly speed food. The peas in it are free food though. And I've got 2 eggs here, which I'm going to be scrambling into the mixture. And then I've got some dark soy sauce, which I'm just going to be using 2 tablespoons of, and this is also sin free. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be weighing out my rice and cooking that. And then I'm going to be chopping up my chicken and cooking that as well. So this is pretty much ready now, and the rice is cooked. So I'm just going to drain the rice, and then I'll be adding that into this pan. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push all of the ingredients to one side of the pan. And then in the gap here, that is where I'll be cracking my eggs and scrambling them. And then I'll just gradually add it into the rest of the mixture. Right, as you can see, I have got this absolutely everywhere, but I'll clean it up in a minute. So this is an absolutely huge portion. I've completely filled this bowl, so you could definitely box this up for to eat cold the next day if you wanted to. So because I wouldn't personally reheat the rice or the egg, I would probably eat this cold the next day if I only had half of it. I'm going to try and have all of it because I am quite hungry at the minute. But yeah, this is totally sin-free. Just realised whilst I've been eating this that there's a little heart-shaped carrot in my lunch today, so that's cute. Good evening, it is now about 8:30 and I am going to be making my tea. I have just had a rather eventful evening which I will tell you about after my tea. Yeah, so I'm going to be making a taco stuffed omelette, so I'll just quickly show you what ingredients I use for that and how I make it. And by interesting, I mean I very nearly just bought a kitchen. Well, I say nearly, I didn't nearly buy it, but people were measuring. I don't know how I get myself into these situations, but I'll tell you about it later on. So this is what I'm going to be using. So for my omelette, I'm just going to be having 2 eggs, which obviously I'll be making into an omelette. I'm going to be using some spray light for that, just for my pan. In here, I've got my taco mixed beans there. This is about half a tin. This is the tin. I do, for some reason, still have the tin ready to be recycled. But yeah, these are the taco mixed beans, and these are sin-free. These are the ones from Aldi, but you can get them from pretty much any supermarket. I've got some grated mozzarella, which I am undecided as to whether you can have 40 grams of this as your healthy A or not, because under just simply grated mozzarella, it says you can, but when I scan it, it says you can't. But then we're going back into the debate as to whether red onions are speed or not. The app seems to be getting a lot of things wrong at the minute, so I am just going to go with the fact that it is grated mozzarella, and I will class it as my healthy A. If you wanted to sin it just to be sure, then go ahead and do that. So yeah, so all I'm going to be doing first is just making my omelette, and then in a separate pan I'll be heating up my taco beans. And this is my dinner. So I've got my omelette there, which is sin-free, the taco beans are sin-free, and the mozzarella on top I am classing as my healthy A. Like I said at the start, if you wanted to sin this, then just by all means do, but I am personally classing this as my healthy A. And I am going to be having a Vive Orange, 0 sugar. These are sin-free. These are like the Aldi version of Fanta, I'm guessing. So yeah, that is sin-free. So my entire dinner is sin-free. So I have just had my dinner and I am now watching Married at First Sight Australia, catching up, and I'm just going to be having 2 of my Benefit bars. These are both the salted caramel ones, and these are going to be my healthy B for the day. If you've already used your healthy B, then these are classed as 3 sins each. So I am just going to end the video there. So just to quickly summarise my day sins wise, so this morning I had 2 sins for breakfast, my lunch was sin free, and my tea was sin free. I've had my 2 Benefit bars, so I've only actually had 2 sins today, which I didn't realise, but yeah, that is quite low in sins. However, my meals that I've had have been quite filling, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm happy with my day's eating. Just to tell you about what's just happened this evening. So basically, someone came knocking on my door at about 2:30 this afternoon, and then it was like a sales canvasser person selling kitchens. So I stupidly, because I have been thinking about doing my kitchen, but I'd been watching YouTube videos about like painting them myself and putting that vinyl wrap over and whatever. So he said, oh, have you been I've been thinking about your kitchens. I very stupidly said, oh yeah, I've been thinking about doing it. Big mistake. So he then said, okay, so would you want us to arrange to have a quote? So I kind of thought, well, you know, there's no harm in getting a quote, just to kind of save me thinking that it would all be done kind of virtually. Anyway, he said, is someone all right to call at about 6:30 tonight? So I said, oh yeah, that is fine, right? I'll have my phone on as whatever. Anyway, 6:30 comes for me phone call. Little did I know, 2 men knock at my door. They were there to measure my kitchen, and I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm buying a kitchen. I'm buying a kitchen. And I didn't mean to buy a kitchen. What have I done? They did have masks on, and they get tested every week. And they could prove that they had tested negative on the last test, and etc. So, yeah, they were in my house, which was a really bizarre feeling, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously living on my own, that is the first people that have been, who are like in my social bubble, who have been in my house since the start of COVID, and that was a really bizarre feeling, and it made me feel a little bit anxious. And I don't know, like not really for COVID reasons, but just for the fact that it's just a bizarre experience having people in my house again. Anyway, so they did stay 2 meters apart as well. You know, they were away from me. No, they didn't like come near me or anything. Anyway, they measured my kitchen, and I've wiped it all down. Believe me, I have bleached the counters after they left. Anyway, so they quoted me for my teeny tiny kitchen, £12,500. £12,500. So they did also say that I could pay it off monthly. It would be £130 per month for 10 years, which I won't be here 10 years, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not paying for someone else's kitchen. So yeah, I just basically told them that unfortunately I don't have money, but I will be in contact if I do start to do that. So yeah, so that was, I mean, it broke up the evening, I guess. But yeah, how weird. So anyway, that is my little story for the night. So I am gonna go and end the video here. So if you did enjoy the video, then please give it a thumbs up and go and hit the subscribe button below. If you want to be notified for when I upload next, then you can hit the bell as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.